But like I said, we just are, okay, I don't need to say that like 10 times. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Red Rider's Viewers Ride. So for anybody who doesn't know what these episodes are about, they're kind of a little bit of a spin on the Easy Riders in the Wind segment or Easy Riders Readers Rides. And what it is my viewers send me pictures of their bikes and then we take the time and compile them into a slideshow that we can all watch and enjoy. So if that's something that interests you, if you would like to have your motorcycle or motorcycles or a past motorcycle that maybe you had at one point and you don't have anymore featured in one of these episodes, then find my email address in the description to this video and send me photos of your bike. And please make sure when you do send photos that you send large, clear images and make sure that they're not a screenshot or anything else like that. When I say large images, normally if you hover your mouse over top of a picture in your files on your computer, it will tell you how many pixels your photo is. So if your photo is smaller than 1,000 pixels by like 800 pixels or 1,000 pixels, it's gonna be blurry and probably too small. So if your pictures are all really small, then just send me a whole bunch of photos and then I can still fill the screen with your photos so that you don't end up having a little tiny picture in the middle of a screen. And it just makes the episode just that much more enjoyable for everybody. So please remember to send me large, clear photos. And if you want to include some information about your bike, year, make, model, that kind of stuff, and any add-ons or custom work that you've done to it, please include that too. Please include your first name and where you're from also if you'd like to share that, because that just kind of adds another little fun element to the video and it helps us all to kind of connect with each other as a YouTube community, which is also fun. Anybody who's watched one of these episodes already knows that it's the slideshow, of course, but then it's just me blabbering on in the background rather than music. And that is something that you guys, my viewers, have told me you prefer. You guys like hearing me blabber, and sometimes I have something interesting to talk about, and sometimes I just kind of blabber about nonsense, but you guys like to hear me blabber, so I have not removed the blabbering from these videos. This time, I didn't really know what to blabber about. It's actually sometimes really hard for me to even think of subjects to talk about. It's just one of those things, I guess, like where I kind of need to have a topic that intrigues me enough that it gets the blabber ball rolling, and then I'm just like unstoppable. You'll be telling me to shut up. Hopefully not, but I've gotten a little more control over my blabbering as I've gotten older. And I used to talk a lot when I was young, and I don't do that so much anymore. I kind of like to listen more than I like to talk these days, because listening, there's just so many things you can learn about any situation or an individual or anything like that. And usually, no matter what the subject is, it usually kind of ends up being more interesting to just sit there and listen rather than trying to interject your opinion all the time. And then wait and then interject your opinion kind of later on. Those are things that I've learned just from being a blabbermouth over the years. And yeah, it's actually much more enjoyable to be that way, to sit and listen to other people blabber. This episode, I just did not really have a topic, so I figured I would just kind of tell you guys about things to come on my channel video-wise. So with all that being said, guys, let's just get into this slideshow. You all know that the FX project is something that I've been working on, and it's something I've been promising videos of for a long time. And now that we've gotten into the project, we're waiting on parts. And anybody who's had old motorcycle projects or any old project knows that you never really know what you need for parts until you really start digging into it, especially when it's something old that's gone through multiple owners and you just don't know the history of that thing. You don't know who's worked on it and the quality of that person's work. Typically, you want to go over the whole thing and make sure that everything is working fine. And that's what we're doing with this thing, as we also turn it into an FL style shovel head from its previous identity as an FX shovel head. So I was working on the wheels and I thought I might have to do the wheel bearings, but the wheel bearings seemed fine. So I went from working on the wheels, since now I'm waiting on wheel parts, to working on the Kickstarter, because the Kickstarter needed to be rebuilt. So I've rebuilt the Kickstarter and I've actually made a video of that. So you guys are gonna be able to watch that video coming up on my channel in a few days. And it's actually just sitting on the bench right now too, the whole transmission is, because rebuilding the Kickstarter and finding certain things on there just made it so that we kind of want to open the transmission up and inspect it a little closer and just make sure that there's nothing too worn out, and just to kind of know the condition of the transmission itself, just so we know how to treat it and if it's going to need a rebuild at some point soon down the road. I'm really hoping that it doesn't, but there's no way to really know until you've actually opened it up and looked inside. So that is going to be next. We're going to be going through that transmission and just making sure everything's operating properly. It's not going to be getting a rebuild this time around. We'll probably just have to put that off. I'm really hoping that there's nothing too detrimental in there, and I really don't think there is, but you just never know. So that is going to be next on the FLFX project. The parts for the wheels should be coming in soon. We did want to do the wheels first because it just kind of seems appropriate to have the bike be a roller and then kind of work your way in towards the center of the motorcycle from the wheels. So that's the case with this project right now. Another thing that I'm going to be going to do actually tomorrow that I'm super excited about is I'm going to be taking a drive down to Creston Valley in BC, and I'm going down there to actually have a sneak peek at the new Shovel Fest location for 2024. Some of you guys may have watched my Shovel Fest video that I did at the beginning of the summer, where I went down to Kitchener in Creston Valley and I just went to film this show and shine that I'd heard about actually from a poster at work, and the show and shine was called Shovel Fest. So right away, of course, that grabs my attention. And then I find out that this Shovel Fest is actually a vintage motorcycle show and shine. So nothing newer than 1984 is actually allowed to even be entered in this show and shine. 1984 being the last year of the Shovelhead, first year of the Evo. So I made the drive down there and I went to film this Shovel Fest, and I had the time of my life. I absolutely loved it. I'm so excited for next year's Shovel Fest. And then the organizers of Shovel Fest saw my video on YouTube and they were just super into me being there filming to begin with. And after they watched my video of Shovel Fest, they actually contacted me and they've asked me if I can do a similar type video for 2024 Shovel Fest. But then they've also asked me if I can come out before Shovel Fest and do like a sneak peek kind of video and just show the new location that they've got picked out for next year's Shovel Fest. So anybody who was at Shovel Fest this year, 2023, they know that it was just scorching hot. There was not very much shade there to seek refuge in, and all of the bikes were just parked in this open field, and it was a great time, but we were all dying of heat stroke, and that was not the greatest thing, but I think everybody absolutely loved their time there. I know that I absolutely loved my time. It didn't even matter that I was dying of heat stroke, because I didn't even know that I was dying of heat stroke until I was going home. And yeah, I just had such a good time there. But that will not be the case for next year's Shovel Fest, because the organizers have been able to get their hands on a better location that is supposed to be more treed and more shady and easier for us to all hang out in and be able to enjoy the motorcycles and just enjoy everything about it. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go and do this video tomorrow, and I'm so excited for next year's Shovel Fest. I absolutely loved that show and shine, and I honestly think, in my opinion, it is the best thing happening in southern BC for motorcycle shows. I don't know though, you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, if you think that there's something cooler than a vintage motorcycle show and shine, but I thought that it was pretty sweet, and I'm super excited to go there next year again. So if you guys have not seen my Shovel Fest video yet, you should go and check it out. And if you guys have an opportunity to make it to Shovel Fest next year, you should definitely make it to Shovel Fest next year. And you will not be disappointed. I know that for a fact. I'm gonna be there. I'm either gonna be on this shovel head sitting behind me, or I'll be on my shovel head. But I'm absolutely not missing an opportunity to enter one of my shovel heads in a shovel head show and shine. So that will be another video coming up on my channel shortly. So make sure you guys keep your eyes out for that if you want to have a little sneak peek at 2024's Shovel Fest. It's going to be great, guys. I'm actually so excited for it. I can't wait. I've been thinking about it since I got home from Shovel Fest last time. I've just been thinking about how much I want to go back to Shovel Fest. And yeah, I'm super excited for it. So I think that that's really the most for updates for videos coming up on my channel. So other than that, guys, there's not too much more to give you guys an update about on my channel. I still have the dyno on the road. I'm still, I don't know, maybe wishful thinking and just hoping that we're gonna have like nicer weather than what it's been, but it actually hasn't even gotten that warm lately. And when I do have a nice day, I'm usually too busy to even go for a ride, so it kind of sucks. And I'm still tossing around the idea of just taking the bike off the road and just waiting till spring to put it back on the road. And I kind of feel like it's getting closer to me actually doing that because of how little I ride the bike. It just feels like a waste of insurance to just have it sitting there, not being used, and just basically just eating up money, just sitting there and not being ridden. And the weather's just so hit and miss at this time of year that it's just, yeah, it just doesn't end up being worth it in my opinion. If I was only paying $20 or $30 a month for insurance, then that would be different. But you guys all know the deal there. I pay quite a bit for insurance. I pay what most people would pay in like 6 months. I'm paying every month. So it's a little bit of a bummer when you've got that much money that you're paying for insurance on a motorcycle that you ride maybe a handful of times in a month because it's too cold. So I think I may just actually take the dyno off the road. Actually, I'll probably do that when I get home from this Shovel Fest trip that I'm doing, and then I just don't have to keep thinking about it. I might go for one more ride if I do get a good sunny day, but we just don't know. Like I said, the weather's hit and miss, and it's been raining a lot and just cold. Otherwise, yeah, I think it is coming to the end. Riding season, I think, is coming to an end. I'm always in denial about it, but it is what it is. You can't control the weather. All you can do is change your jacket, right? But anyway, guys, I think that I've probably blabbered on for long enough, and the slideshow's probably come to an end by now. And with that, I want to just thank everybody who's participated in this episode, whether it's sending in photos of your bike or whether it's watching or whatever it is you're doing. If you're here right now and you're watching this and listening to me blabber away, I want to thank you for being here and for your support. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing any of this because there's no point in having a YouTube channel if people aren't actually watching what you're doing. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys are here, and a lot of you guys have been here for the long haul, and it's really helping me out, guys, because you guys are giving me an opportunity to do something that I actually am really passionate about and that I love. And if I can make my hobby my career, then I'm totally into doing that, and you guys are just making that a possibility. With every minute that you guys watch my videos, it's just another minute that you guys are investing in my life and in my career, and it's just absolutely amazing to have been able to do what I've done this past year, going to things like Shovel Fest and to Toad Rock and to the Beaver Rally Valley and to the Boogie Bash. Those are all things that I would have not been doing if it weren't for my YouTube channel, because I would have been off somewhere working another job, not being able to take the time off to do those things. And I just think it's so cool. And this past summer has actually been the best summer that I've had probably since I was a teenager, having summer break from school. And that's not even an exaggeration. It's been so good, and I'm so excited for next year. I'm really looking forward to some good road trips on the Dyna, and I'm really looking forward to taking you guys along with me. I feel like the bird will be independent enough by that time that I won't have to babysit him too closely. He has been leaving for full days at a time and only coming back in the evening. And actually right now he's gone, and he left yesterday morning, and it is 8, 9 at night the next day now, and he still hasn't come back. So it always worries me when he does that, and it makes me sad because I do miss his little character. But all I can really do is pray for him, and I do have to prepare myself for the day that when he might not come back. And I just hope that if that day comes, he has chosen not to come back because he's actually found a better life out there, and that it's not because of anything that has happened to him, because I do love that little bird, and I think that a lot of you guys do too. But anyway guys, I think that that is it for this episode. I think I've blabbered on enough. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the slideshow, and like I said, if you want to have your motorcycle featured in one of these episodes, then you can find my email in the description to this video and send me some pictures of your bikes, guys, because this is just a fun way for us all to connect. And I know that you guys love these episodes, and I really love watching these episodes, and I just love actually reading the comments on these episodes. Is super fun, and I actually really love it when you guys will like engage with each other and just comment on each other's bikes. So whether you've participated in this episode by sending me your photos or just by watching, thank you guys. And like always, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, or even if you don't like me but you like my bikes, then like this video, comment, subscribe, do what you guys do, and like always, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace. Why can't I talk? Like, I'm so freaking annoyed at myself right now. But this Kate, oh my gosh.